Welcome to one more episode of Lore O'Clock. This episode, we're going to be chatting about how I fell in love with Quest, the role-playing game. It all started, I think, around 7 years ago, and by then, I hadn't tried that many systems yet. I mainly played D&D. Don't get me wrong, I think even by then I had tried more systems than the average TTRPG player. Dungeon World, Coriolis, Nibiru, Song of Ice and Fire RPG, a bunch of others that escape my mind now, but I mainly played D&D. And it was a period of my life where I actually streamed a lot in other people's channels, and I had recently, maybe 1 or 2 years prior, finally found a group that was like my ride or die for streaming. We'd had 3 D&D campaigns by then, I think. We kind of decided to look into other systems. And our GM, my good friend Nat, they proposed Quest. It was a pretty recent game. I think it was still in Kickstarter, maybe, or had just finished their Kickstarter, and I don't think I immediately fell in love with it. At first read, it felt like it was too simple, it left too much to the imagination, there wasn't any proper structure for me to follow through, and this was me with the rigid D&D brain on. The moment we agreed on giving it a try and started playing, I actually understood that it is a great system. It is what I like to call a narrative game that gives you enough meat, enough mechanics to hold on to without forcing you to play for the mechanics. And we ended up playing like 5 series of a streamed Quest game called Quest the Soaring City. Eventually, we dropped the project, everyone followed their lives. Nat is now a very accomplished editor and game designer. Izzy is still a very good friend of mine. Megan also, I'm actually co-designing a TTRPG with Megan currently as I record this. And even if that project fell apart, Quest the game never left my side. It is a game that I take everywhere to show people what a TTRPG is, because it's exactly what I described in the beginning. It's simple enough that people don't get confused or give up on learning, but it is complex enough that it gives it structure and direction and lets people understand they're still playing a game. I use it a lot when I go to conventions. If they are TTRPG conventions, it's just because it's an easy system to give people that already know how to play the game, and I don't want to run D&D in those places because everyone else will, basically. And it's even better when I take it to conventions that are not TTRPG related, that are anime or pop culture or gaming, because it's so easy to put those people in a mindset of like, this is a game and there's rules and you actually can follow them neatly and have a gameplay session, but it's also super narrative and simple enough that I don't get frustrated and confused. This is basically the short story of how I fell in love with Quest, and I hope after this, you also will be able to fall in love with Quest as well. The best part, the digital version of this, it's free for everyone. Just go to their site, adventure.game, and download the PDF file. See ya!